And I wasn't abused as a kid, but I was promised that if I was really good, I could see my family in California. I was in Florida for 3 weeks a year.
Well, that's going to be hard if you only get 4 days off in 365.
Yeah, but I was happy that I could live with 3 weeks. That time came, and they said, there's a policy of time and it didn't apply, to save you a long story. And I said, wait, so you're going back on your word to a 13-year-old? You're only going to give me 1 week. They're in California. I lose 2 days traveling. So at that point, I called my mom, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was 13. I said, Mom, withdraw your permission for me to be in the Sea Org. Click. Right? 3 days later, I had a plane home. But they were really shady in what happened next. Where in the Sea Org, there's a policy that before you leave, you have to pass a meter check to make sure you're not like some evil person, or that you're not, you didn't do actual damage to the church. And I didn't know any of this. All I knew is a week in the past, I told my mom to withdraw her permission. I didn't know if that was going to get her cleared. I didn't know anything. I just know I had to get out.
Because you wanted to see your family.
Right. You're 13. And suddenly they say, okay, your plane is in 3 hours. Pack. But before you do that, you have to pass a meter check. If you don't pass, you can't get on the plane. Right? And I called my mom. I was like, hey Mom, so I'm packing, and she was like really happy.
It's okay.
It now,
it's
back
okay.
in those times, there was never a set time where I could call my family. So I'd make random calls, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, once a month, whenever I could. Just and they didn't know what I was going to call. So they wouldn't go out. They would go to movies, nothing. They would stay home all month long.
Hoping to be there when you called.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't think I had so much emotion on that.
How can you not?
Yeah. So and I told my mom, but there's a catch. If I don't pass a meter check, I can't come home. And my mom was like, it's a non-refundable flight. If they won't let you take that flight, I can't pay for another one. And I knew that if I was there for just a week longer, they would handle me. I knew that. So I was scared. And going into a meter check scared, it's not a good idea. The meter's gonna show it, but they're gonna interpret that as a crime. So I was scared, but I lucked out. Big time. At that time, I had a major crush on one girl around my age at the same time. And she happened to be the person doing the meter check.
Wow.
I was so lucky. So when I forget what she asked me, and I said no, and a floating needle. That floating needle wasn't to the question. That was like, I like you. So I lucked out. If she wasn't the person that meter checked me, they would have held me back against my will.
So then you were able to leave?
Yeah. I passed. I was able to leave. And
So you got back to California.
yeah.
But then you entered the Sea Org again years later? Yeah, I don't
I didn't
understand.
learn my lesson.
I was going to say, if it was so bad the first time.
It was the only thing that I left for was I couldn't see my family. And I missed my family. I didn't know about any of the internet stuff or
I see.
The floating needle alterations or any of that yet. So when I joined the second time, I thought I was doing the only thing that could save the world.
And this time you were in California so you could see them, you thought?
In theory, yeah.
So that was like 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
And then you were stationed here in LA, right?
Yeah.
And what when you rejoined, you didn't have to do a States Project Force again? Did you just go on to
Oh no, I had to do States Project Force again.
So
and
then
during the time, I had my BlackBerry stolen from me by my senior senior, which was great. Yeah, because when you join, you can't have cell phones, and I just had a fresh contract with Sprint, which they made me cancel to give me another $300 fee in my name for joining the Sea Org, which was great. When you join, they say they're going to help you handle all of your debts, not incur them. So I had a nice, fresh BlackBerry tour. I love that phone. But when you join, you can't have phones.
Right.
And so I do the Estates project for us. I finish. I'm like, "Where's my phone?" It's a $300 phone. And they're like, "What? What phone? Who?" Just plain dumb. And 2 weeks later, my senior has a fresh BlackBerry tour box, and she's asking me if she can, because I still had my charger for the phone, and she's asking me if she can use it.
Do you think she was using your phone? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't check the
serial number.
but it was just incredible to me.
And then she just tries to take the charger too.
Yeah, but I think she thought that would have been too much, so I could keep the charger.
To charge what with? Your e-meter?
My failing heart.